good evening, wherever on a day. And welcome to Inside Salon, na the Then and Now Media Empire. Now, me now a presenter and host for tonight's SuperMed. And today, na the 23rd of June, 2020. Inside the program today, we can look at the alleged rape and murder of that 5-year-old Pekin, the angelic 5-year-old Pekin, Khadija Madina Saccoh. And I get with me, my sister, they can help me for to talk about this issue. When a very, very important issue. We don't go global right now. When our sister Jennifer Thompson, the CEO and founder of the No Child Left Behind initiative, as well as the CEO and founder of the Jennifer Thompson Foundation, where they help to empower women them in Sierra Leone. So I want to welcome you all. I want to thank you for joining me. For start with first, I want this platform to extend and condolence to the family of this Pekin we don't pass.
Yes.
We also want to commend the people, the activists, the supporters, the people who go protest. We go kidnap for this Pekin, so say they want justice for this Pekin. They want to know what happened. Because we don't get plenty side of the story. One man don't give plenty accounts. But what do we do as a very responsible platform when at the Then and Now Media Empire we take with time and look thoroughly for get the best source possible and follow and come to una. First of all, I want to tell say the autopsy reports where the pathologists present, where they call, I think Dr. Owis, they said the cause of death now asphyxiation, and the other one it's too fearful for talk. Now them platform here so, but we get for deal with the rape business back. Now then cause, now then make this speaking die. So I believe so we all trouble about this because this thing don't become a big problem now in country. You know, like you say, the last straw that breaks the camel back. Now, ain't like this speaking pass. It don't make like we all stand up and say, enough is enough.
Yes.
This kind of barbaric crime here, enough for the happy in our country.
Yes.
We picking them, we sister them, we mama them, we partner them, now woman them. Now they make that nation a tin up. They don't suffer a lot. We all be know during that barbaric civil war we get how the people of the federal war they use rape as a weapon of war for terrorize the woman them, for suffer the woman them, and punish the woman them. We don't say God thank you, we don't move from that page.
Yes.
But lately, what do they see? It really sad. So that it make it very important. For now we talk this talk here, and we say God thank you. Nowadays we get access to social media.
Yes.
Plenty people they able to see and hear what's in the happen in our country. So, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Sierra Leoneans, I beg me guess my old tight for a few seconds or few minutes. Let's go into this monologue small, let's explain a little bit background of what's in this platform together. First of all, this get plenty angle. This platform managed for reach the Choitram Hospital, where now they can go the Pekin. And when they can go Pekin hospital, the emergency, then get what they call triage, where the campus people can't see the Pekin. But for some reason, according to the sources, the one who gets in a Choitram, then they do the triage on the outside. They say what they do according to the record of then they get. Plenty people, and they say that people they die in a church camp. And Paolo they spend plenty money, they need to see that people they die. And church can be take and say plenty people in the crowd and now they don't die. So because of that's now, then they decide for do the triage na door, where patient can for looking first before they allow you for enter the hospital, which is very sad. But the doctor, when a doctor top, We go look this late Pekin. I'm pronounced as dead on arrival. He said, but this Pekin don't die already. Now for Kang on a mortuary. Now we want to look why this Pekin is kind of in that one already. This is another angle. Because what we don't see, it looks like say there is a dispute, a family dispute between the papa, we're commonly known as Congolese, and the mama when a Binta. Congolese then at the United States of America, Binta ended at the United Kingdom. So we know say this Pekin, it gets in big sister back. Where they told the late president, Ahmed Kaba, in widow, where a woman, popular woman known as IJ, and the Pekin says they call a small IJ. So according to the factor, we don't get that. This Pekin here, first of all, where then people and Papa be left there, the Pekin, then they told Congolese in sister. And now his sister there is a bigger for travel for going to the United States of America. So now they them Pekin here, so this Pekin for Comodina for go to Khadija in your sister. Binta in your sister. We say there, then the big one there to IJ. Obviously, then two people are born them Pekin. All man don't go your part, all man they your party, one in the United Kingdom, the other one day in the United States of America. But what's in this program they can focus on? We want justice. We want try for ascertain the facts to the best of our ability for Brian Council now. And for all the authorities that are responsible for many make a thorough investigation for establish the facts. Because when we say one justice, we not just want made up justice, one justice where they actually establish the fact. And it's rather unfortunate now we country will not get a forensic lab. Because if we get a forensic lab for establish these facts here, it will be much easier. But again, we they call on the authorities then for many not left any stone unturned for establish these facts. It is very, very important. Make them able to establish this fact thoroughly. We not just or anybody no more, just go persecute and no more do anything. So now this just because people they give them pressure. No. Women do a thorough investigation for establish this fact here. And we also one call on the authorities say this kind of acts that they call paedophilia. And the people they do them so they call them pedophiles. And we go for call them out. Because this is not the worst of crime. We don't see them case that they come up several times. Maybe sometimes they cover them. But now that for stop forthwith. And even the one and the big one where they rape, we don't get beaucoup the allegation back. Man for no. Boyfriend for no say, we person tell you say, no, I don't want to do this. Enough for doing. The woman then get the right for say yes or no. Nobody, no man, no power will demand them, not on any woman. We don't forgive the woman the ultimate expect when they deserve that country. That country, the woman they don't suffer a lot. And many due to the decisions them, what man they take. Because since we're independent, most of the people they look after that country are man them. But the people they get the bonus, they get the suffering. When any problem comes out, now the woman with small sister then they got picking them. That for stop forthwith. And I believe say we the one community, we as the nation, we go for Tinganga one for make sure say this stop. So according to the study how they build up, this speaking, according to the Papa Yon side, say every don't make the picking passport and say one can go the picking in America. But the Mama Yon side not agree. So the case be in a court. Now waiting, the Mama Yon side they say, obviously they dispute that. So that is not the case at all. So this Papa not be get time for the picking. in the plan for the beginning. But again, we go for ask the question: how comes this begin? We took this sad end. We need to ask the question. And we also know, say, the pathologists don't do post-mortem and look the cause of death.
Yes.
They don't establish the cause of death. We don't get different story them where people that are, let's say, now cutting happen, when we can give fat now we can't as bondo. Some people they say the pikin be sick, but the daddy say no, be get that information there. And I persist for men and go do this autopsy, men and find out. Now we never know the exact truth, but now it make the authorities and they for establish that fact. Say, look at the evidence. So what do they bring canto now? The information we don't find out so far. Like what I tell now, so we know now say we get an authentic autopsy report. We don't tell you the cause of death. When there's strangulation, that when they old bikini, what they call them the suffocator. And the other thing where relate to rape. Because it's so bad when you look up at the post-mortem reports, it's not fine for Colin and in public media because it's so sad. And out of respect to the poor angel, we see this speaking very bubbling. We don't see them by the way they dance, where they pledge, the nation pledge, where they sing the national anthem. Now we responsibility as Sierra Leoneans forget justice for this speaking.
Yes.
May this speaking be the person we go help we follow stop the innocent crime in the country. The sad person of this speaking, not for in vain at all. So we Sierra Leoneans, ladies and gentlemen, now we responsibility for make sure that this case with Napa serious one.
Yes.
Establish the facts and all the perpetrators are responsible. And make sure say the family support units in the country, then beefing them up with people who get knowledge and expertise for look into the NTR. And also the government, then for appeal to international partners then. For many people open forensic lab now in country. Because that will give you forensic evidence when clear and precise evidence. We're no arguments okay for the param again. We need that now in country because this kind of problem what they see now in country so not a good thing at all. And we're going to take the urgent step. This is an urgent step that we need to take for make sure say this stop. So like why they tell no more, we don't get different angle but this begin in past one. And some of them, they're so unsubstantiated, we not put them in a public forum because we at this platform, we're very responsible and respectful. And we'll be careful what we talk because this is a very, very sensitive issue. Now, a sad issue where we need for deal with that utmost respect. But again, we need for discuss them and make sure say the authorities them, the people them involved, really one all country. This gonna be a watershed moment for we all. And make sure say this never happen again. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to delay any further. I want to bring our guests like we have been telling and also we get somebody says well let begin them like that country where they supporting company woman them, where they do so many things for bring us a woman and before. This person and no other person I will guest today when Madam Jennifer Thompson, when the CEO and founder of the No Child Left Behind initiative, the CEO and founder of the Jennifer Thompson Foundation, where they help for empower women them in Sierra Leone. Ladies and gentlemen, now the guest will get this today now with Madam Jennifer Thompson. Please, Madam Jennifer Thompson, I want to introduce yourself again to the guest.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate where you don't bring me onto the platform for make we discuss about waiting to go on especially with this, with their Pekin, we don't die, not just die, she was murdered and she was raped. They will call her like how it be. We know they hide anything under the carpet or the rug again. Everything now don't be so transparent over there. So we just get for calling like how it is. On behalf of, I talk today, not just on behalf of the organization them, the Jennifer Thompson Foundation and No Child Left Behind initiative, where they empower the girl child, where they empower all children in Sierra Leone, and where they empower women them, but they represents for all women. Waiting don't happen.
Okay, thank you very much, sister.
Back.
Thank you very much, Sister Jennifer. Famulem, his sister don't introduce herself like what I say no man a person way a very formidable in terms of helping girl picking them, woman them for empower them as salon. Sister Jennifer, we don't see the autopsy reports. We say the cause of death na strangulation. And like we say no more, we go for talks about the team name, where like how we see them. Although them fearful for talk, but we go for talk them, like how we see them. Because according to the autopsy reports, it even mentioned the cause of death, the fearful one way I not going to mention. But I want to come something they go let's shock the people. The other cause now, vaginal and anal dilation. So can you imagine? Now aim this time kill this speaking. What's in a young play?
Exactly.
So the authority them na salon. So the people who are responsible for look after we own a salon and when they're responsible for look at this case here, for me to make sure say them brought the book to bear to the perpetrators them, bring justice and put mechanism in place for protect with picking in another country, girl picking them, woman them, mother or sister they all another country.
First of all, I want to appreciate the government so far. First of all, we get First Lady. We don't do hands off our girls. She's clearly an advocate for all women and girls because of then kind of things and where they go on at the country, where they been on the sweep under the rug. I want to applaud her on that day. We presidents, we don't put a state of emergency because of how many picking them they get raped. They put those numbers and those statistics together. They do a state of emergency. People that nobody they take on serious now where this kind of thing they come to light and they see how sorrowful and pathetic it be. Sometimes they go take under consideration for say the president be no waiting they do when he declare a national state of emergency because of the woman and maybe the rape. As for the police force them, they're not for they take them kind of thing then lightly. And they get calls where women then they don't go through domestic violence, abuse, rape, then they go to the police station and they police them, then they ask, then they turn them away. Then they take them too lightly. They're not they take them as serious. And I have to question these police nowadays that are where they salon, where when woman can't sue, they don't say they don't get raped, they don't say the man don't beat them, certain things and don't happen. Waiting then they do regarding of this. Why not just then they sit down and begin for chastise you before they even take police report, then they send you away. You get for count with other people then before the police then can even take police reports. They know they take us serious, and that's a problem. It's a big problem in the law enforcement over there. I don't know if now the training they not get proper or waiting, but this get for include in the training also as police. Then when somebody come now this and this and this now the procedure where we forgo by when somebody come and say they have been raped or they have gone through domestic violence and abuse. Their uncle or so and so they touch them, the man don't do that, so they say no and they still persist. Well, that is rape. For some reason, man then gets under their head for say that even a child under 18, if I sleep with him, is okay. It is not okay automatically done in a rape. If there's the police them get for take her into consider. Even in fact, first of all, rape kits. Is that being put in place? Is that set? Do they have these things? A rape kit to where when somebody get raped, when they can't, then they say, okay, this person here, is there a place where they can take these women or these girls for go and check them? A proper rape kit, just like how they say. Also, they need protocols should be put in place. protocols as in proper training. These police are not trained for this. And when the woman then they go over there or the picking and they go over there, then they take them things. And some of the times themselves, you will see one family member will come with 300, 500,000, 200,000 leons. They say, hey, bro, do for God. Then go beg them a corner, then give them the money, now go they don't go so. But that case should not be even in the family member's hand anymore. That case that has now been brought to the police station is not up to the family member again. It will be between the police and the victim for see what's happening and the person who supposedly raped them.
Okay, thank you very much, Sister Jennifer. And in fact, now the next slide, anyway, I want to go to us with the questioning because, you know, we don't get plenty story them around this particular sad event here. So we don't get different accounts then. I know say you know possibly involved with picking them safety in that country. So
Yes.
far, what's in your own accounts where you don't get in relation to this picking in demise, it's sad demise?
This speaking, if they pay attention to this speaking, I know for don't happen. We just the people them if the people that nobody left out all the time with boy picking at us, I'm sorry. But boys there now, I mean we get for calling like how it is, the upbringing of this boy, yeah. If he been gets a good upbringing and not something enough for don't even do this to this his sister, yeah. The upbringing of the boy child is really crucial right now. You know, go left small girl picking to bubble for make people they watch out. What do you expect? All time you they left onto this small picking, you not the parental guardian, then you they left onto boy picking for making watch out. Because obviously, if that picking be then a host, and that boy picking then a host, you then a host, that picking, that girl picking, they always then that boy picking a room, and they take and go inside a room, or however it be. Obviously, you know, for they just allow that they for happen.
Okay.
Unless you know they properly take pay attention to this picking in whereabouts and that host day.
Okay, Sister Jennifer. I mean, it's very important because what in do for let you highlight that side here, because what in do this we don't get plenty back and forth now, counter statements then, and people will get different opinion in relation to this case now. You get any reason for disbelief the pathologist in reports where don't pull and where say this Pekin die of asphyxiation and the other causes and where I be highlight just now, you get any reason for doubt him?
No, not at all. It call on like how it be. It properly check what thing happened to the girl. It take note of him and it call him out on him. So I know they dispute anything where they find at all. I know they dispute them.
Okay, thank you very much because it's very essential for us to establish this fact. Because one way or the other, Pekin motorman, not just even Pekin, you know they just die so no more. Always there are causes of death. Even all possible don't alter like you don't pass 100, 200 years, it doesn't matter. Before you die, they get cause of death. And
yes.
Pathologists them, I can do post-mortem, that they will establish the cause of death. So now this doctor do so for establish the cause of death. And they go look, say na asphyxiation and the other thing we with name, where then really terrible and sad. Now, when you say so, you don't mention the babo they say it be there, now they take care of the picking basically, because maybe the lady will be there in charge, maybe for some reason, we never know yet why, how comes, whose part they play. So these are all things that we will know it. Right now, they try for establish, and I believe say even the police them, they look into it and say it thoroughly, because it's very essential for make we establish the facts. Because there's also a saying when they go around, what we need for say, because maybe people will say, why you not say this? We would not this particular platform will very fair and objective. The other picking we're there to IJ, the saying is that the mama went in London, one pulley picking them back from him, for they go back to that sister day. So IJ is not happy about it. So maybe when this picking can die now of other causes them, now he instigates a nephew for make a government and go do something, and when they go make just fake or wait and call against them, or make allegation against the other family, so that would discourage the court case wherever they get forget for other picking, not going to get other picking again. So what do you think for that particular theory the way some people they come up with.
This is not family business. So many theories then they go around about court case, about the papa be don't want for the pikin. Obviously, you clearly see say the papa be want for bring a pikin because we all see the passport. They all around social media. So obviously, you know, we see down there now, although we don't know what may happen in their relationship, what may they go on, and we no need for know. But for the fact for say that man, they don't get a passport, obviously not able to go now because of COVID-19, but we all see the passports. It just get a passport there, which means say clearly it be one for take a pikin from salon. Clearly it been get planned for go take that pikin there. Clearly it be one for dinner that pikin in life. So whether or not anything where they say, where they go back and forth, maybe they try for keep the pa away from the pikin. I don't know what to make. You know, me na my own uma in a your uma na he get your story. Na he been in that situation with him. But for the fact say that man gets that passport day for that pikin day. For the fact say effects for find out waiting do a pikin, that says a whole lot about him as a father. If I don't say, okay, let me bury the pikin, let's send money, able, a cry bearing, it's still not most people then come. But you know, do that and then effects for make them make sure say they find out waiting happen to a pikin as any father should.
Okay, thank you very much, Sister Jennifer, because this is very important. Now we establish the factor as we go along. Because first of all, I want to acknowledge we view as the model online right now where they watch the show. I want to tell you thank you very much, and when I comment them, very much welcome. And a very important, like as I say, now establish the facts for this particular issue. So like when you say no more so, one way or the other, the passport they don't show say this daddy he really get affection for them picking out one way or the other. One kind of go America.
Yes.
So the fact that yeah, so the picking them according to the daddy, they don't release them to them. That is something again for question. And today this picking can end up like I end up so.
Yes.
So we have to question the responsibility when the people when they look after this picking, they take for this picking end up so. Waiting happen, waiting because we never get the real clear view of them young yates. Waiting they say na kill this picking according to them because we again say the picking be sick first, then we go to our hospital and pull and there we don't know how factual all those stories are. But what we know is that the picking then reach a church gram where he don't die already.
Yes.
And this is very, very important.
Dead on arrival.
Dead on arrival is very, very important for build up this case here. You see, because any responsible somebody, where you picking sick, yeah, we not say what big person or somebody can sick if possible, just instantly no more so you die. But if that person be don't sick, definitely there has to be a process. If let me go to the hospital, whose hospital let me go with her? Who's sick where is sick? What let me diagnose her? You know, all of these things have to be established. And I believe say the law authorities, like what we say no more, we know say this is a big challenge to them. Because then say they get to a unit where they call it family support units, where they look into the issues they are so. And we see the deputy IG say they go support them heavily for when they go able to establish the fact. And when they call, if it's possible, may they get international experts then. Because this thing don't go global. We don't get a focus on Africa. We don't them big social media platform them where international people don't see them. I believe say if they need for call for help internationally for me to look into this case, I believe say they must able to get them. Because the key factor here is we need to establish the facts. And right now the things a little bit muddy. But one thing what we know say, according to your own experience, then crime they are so, they don't happen as I don't know to so. Or you able to put more watershed, maybe people know, say them paedophilia crime that they happen in our country, and at time this will all stand up. More will say no, and more stop them here, more take all action for all stop them here.
This definitely not something where don't they happen na salon, not for today, not something where people they can even just sweep under the rug because they don't want trouble from their family member, or they don't want bad name, or they not get the time set for go through all this for help for vet or protect them picking them. Then again, if you where they pay attention to you picking, most likely this not they happen. You where they make sure say you picking not day with man them or small bobo them, you know, this no go happen. Where you picking come out as you come out school, you can't straight home. This no then time things that not they happen. You will not send you picking them far for go fetch water, especially upline where they see these cases now upline so much. Then they go make them picking and go far, walk a far for go get water or for go get something. By the time they don't come back, they don't rape the picking. Uncle then upline and around Sierra Leone, then they rape the picking them. So this not something obviously we're not of today. It's just so sorrowful and pathetic. Say this happened to this 5-year-old Peking, but this not something where very well done. They happen for years and years. It's like it has become a norm in Sierra Leone for this to happen, and for make them ignore them, for make them hide them, or for make them keep the truth away from the authorities. And that's something we get for stop. Every woman get for tin up now. If you not been tin up yesterday, if you not been tin up last year, this one year, it touch we all. And when you touch one woman panel kind situation, and you touch all man. Now they're activists, anyone we're doing in woman empowerment, all them feminists and for tin up for this kind of thing, yeah. It is wrong. You get for tin up for the girl child na salono. We all get for tin up for the girl child. If we not turn up for the girl child, this will continue. First lady, it bring hands off our girls. I bring them up again. It bring hands off our girls for a reason, but some people then feel say, oh, this not something way, something I eager forget fame from as you not seen that the video where it been put yesterday. It bring them up not so because he wants name for himself. That woman they don't get name before. This is about the girl child, the woman them, where don't be raped, molested in Sierra Leone. It bring them up to them as an advocate for start time. Now we get for finisher now. Now we get for join them kind of a cause them. We now woman them, we for join each other and then kind of a cause them. Anytime, not just when this happen here, we all they come together, we all come with banner their own. All time we for the ring and at the ace for say, we don't want our girls to be raped, women raped. Say no to rape. It is wrong. You know, right? And then small girl picking, if you feel say I then get for the begin for hold sign for going to street for doing for them, for say Papa can't fetch for me, they don't get for doing. Now we the woman there, we the combra there, now we get for tinap. Now we organization there and come together and take a stand for say enough is enough. No means no. And if that small picking not sabi say no, that means say it's too small self. If they cry, what's they run him? I obviously that they not know. There is an age limit. Even now, yeah, if you get sex with a underage minor, it's rape. If you get boyfriend and you tell that boyfriend, I don't care if you be sleep with that boyfriend there for how many years. The day where you say no and it continue, it is rape. Then things that are things and where we know for the brush under the rug. Because if so, it will continue over and over like a taboo. It will just continue generation. And now we picking it, we will be so scared for even left we picking it with some close family friend or even family self. Now you're not able left you picking with family self. Because you never know, you cannot tell. You're not able to trust nobody now. Because even down to 5, this picking have been 5-year-old, it just turned 5 March. It turned 5 March.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sister Jennifer, because you touched some key points then. Because this thing, what they talk, so you say all the women them, all the girls care for tinap, and I want to say who the man necessary for tinap, because it's not a woman problem. This is a problem, a society problem. For tinap, want to get rid of this problem. You're not supposed to in our country.
You're right.
But now we begin look at how we go able to deal with this problem. Because, for instance, you mentioned the first lady, the answer of our girl projects where we come with. We commend them for that and be good initiative. But also other critique them of say, well, if we don't launch the program, at least if we don't get something like a refuge, like a respite, some sort of accommodation maybe for say, picking them for able to set up and team them where they look out for picking where they at risk. Where sometimes picking where they go able to interview get problem, you're able to take them like candidate. Because the problem will get back to them, now all the provinces, then rural area them, picking maybe they go to abuse and host. Where they worry say, well, if I go talk as if, then go get me now, me go there. All of these things. You know, I don't know what stand it way we say we need for do as a society, as a nation, for make sure say we prevent them here because we're trying to say prevention is better than cure. We must get better step them for take, for make sure say they tell they happen in our country in the first place.
The Hands Off Our Girls is an ongoing campaign.
Are you there? You volume on mute. I don't know.
For make picking and no gets this rape, molestation, na salon, I think na curfew. Let the girl child begin forget a curfew na salon. Right now, then they do the curfew for everybody because of COVID-19, but why not for the girl child? When we begin for look at this now, girl picking as you come on school, you come on some side, you for go straight na your house. And curfew meaning after a certain time, girl picking under a certain age enough for dinner streets. Therefore, the people them where they upline in other areas na salon, they're not going to send them for go do something outside man able for catch them and rape them. I think we need for begin for look into a curfew for we girl picking them. I think we need for continue for advocates, like I've been saying, against this domestic violence and rape, because the more way we the ring and them man there is, eventually is going to have to stop. You say self, you go dip and tap that picking there, you the shame self by yourself. So say one fine day where you hear him, you no go do him again. That time they now something God go don't touch your heart. Because this for rape, small picking like this, not demonic act. You rape and say you kill him is a demonic act. Nothing normal, no day. I think maybe it looks like how you say the man then forget involved. Let the man then get involved. This kind of campaign, an ongoing campaign where the man then too for tin up against rape. If there's SF, no, they be the rapist. Any man, I like you born picking, you know born picking, you for join them kind of a campaign them. Because you for believe, say, wait till they go on with them picking them is wrong, especially the one that we get picking. Especially the one that we get picking. The one that we get girl picking, they know they touch them or they go touch other people that picking them.
Okay,
Something
thank you very
right.
much. Thank you very much, Madam Jennifer, because that point where you judge so a very important point. But one thing again, what they see, they say most of them picking there, so the people where they do the acts there so for them, now people where they very close to them, family members them. And also the coffee will be good for external threats. But most of them picking, because we see another case, one video them they share na social media as well, one picking a corner, when a young grandpa now do this bad thing for them. So how horrible is this? So now them people that when they even they near them, when they rely on for protect them, now they do this bad thing for them. We don't see them video that they come up, and most of the team them now them people and they. So how we going to deal with who's kind of mechanism we will put in place for look to them bank people and for looking to them kind of when they for able to deal with them kind of threats in because like when you say you threat them outside, the other way they at least we able to wait and go up somebody on all day na host. And when a young person, when are you relative, when they expect them for look after you, if instead they abuse you, so what's in your authority and what we do about them kind of threats in them? How they will handle them?
First of all, we get for the left we girl picking them to man or boy picking within our house. We get for protect we girl picking them. That's first of all. Second of all, the law enforcement really get for look into then grandpa, then uncle, then cousin, then brother, there where they rape their own close relatives. Because just like how you say, most of the time now Uda sabi you, they go rape you. Somebody where they now you immediate family, somebody where you live with. How can they escape? Well, now make we get for give the girl child voice for voice out waiting they happen to them. Some of them case then are also this they happen, then they're able for talk to their parents. Why they're not able for talk to their parents? Until your parents be too strict on you, you're not able for properly open up for explain waiting this you grandpa or waiting this you uncle ya done they do to you or don't do to you. We need for begin for talk to we picking and for talk to we. And then we need for begin for explain to we picking them more on a daily basis. Any man will touch you, I don't care who that it be. Tell them say, Alek, na you papa, you uncle, you cousin, boy pikino, anybody touch you, who side they're not supposed for, you begin show them the parts there. Now you got to explain to them. Saloma, it's very hard for making them talk to them pikino like this. Even for talk to them pikino, but sex is like a taboo. But this now, we don't too much na salon now. You know what want make it happen to you pikin. So you just get for sit on you pikin, or that you need stay within a host. Any girl child within a host na salon, sit them down and talk to them. Explain to them, if man touch you naya, it is wrong. You get for tell me and we will go to the police. Nothing will happen to you. You get for get some kind of trust with that pikin day. And then when you find out, say, okay, now this they happen. Sometimes after you don't talk to that pikin day, now that time there's some things then go begin come up or say, okay, yes, this me uncle, yeah, but don't they touch me, this me brother, yeah, this me cousin, yeah, whatever. If pikin not get trust in you, it not able to tell you waiting they go on at the house. We get for talk to we pikin them more. Let we not afraid for talk to we pikin and explain to them, say this now something where they happen. I don't want time for happen to you. I care for you. I love you. Do ya? Anytime this happen, yeah, must make her know. And when you didn't host, if other man didn't host, it didn't one room, you didn't the next room. Or you if man didn't, you day over day. Begin show them ways and way they go able for balance then kind of a situation then.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Jennifer. Again, a very salient point. We don't wrestle, and this also got to do with what we say now with tradition, with culture,
yes.
And also the way how they live. I mean, it's also related a little bit with poverty because we know say some host and they na woman a palo, maybe the brother them, the cousin, the old man just they don't have the same palo. You know, this all they create then kind environment and the way they abuse there. It's easy for thrive. But again, like what they say, no more face say the parents them. Now responsibility if you're not parents for able look out for you begin, for look at the signs them, for try for understand the signs them. Like where the sister they talk no more, so for able communicate about the issue, the intimate issue, which you begin. Talk to them, make it begin understand, not so bad. Make it begin understand. Make it know say if something happen like this to me, so are they able to tell me, mommy, are they able to tell me daddy? Make someone go tell us if you tell you mommy, I'm gonna beat you, and go do this, and go do that. You know, it's time now for we say open up as a society for make people know because this don't become a really, really big problem in our country. Because what do they see? I believe that just a little bit of what they happen. I believe that the issues of what they happen, then plenty, you know. And we as a society definitely, like what the sister they say, we'll go for look into this one, serious one. Again, my sister, I mean, it's very important again. This thing, it gets two categories. We all know where the war become, what's be happening in our country. Some people they say this if you don't even predate the war, then say we don't go. But first time where Peking talk, you know, meant for talk against uncle, against grandpa, against you know, big brother or something. So anytime that is a way like that is sentiment. So the culture, I think, say this we don't breed, we not know about her. When you tell them, so say you want to lie for that man, nobody will believe you. But now, waiting for do because this again, you come back to the authoritism. Waiting if it's an immediate step where the people them in authority, the police them, the family support units them, the Ministry of Children and all the departments and they, how them able to come together for what? Because this has to maybe deal with sensitization is one.
Yes.
But also for put concrete step them for preventing here for it not happen in the first place because we begin at the suffer, our sister they suffer, you know, it's just too much.
Yes, definitely sensitization, definitely even rallies. The law enforcement, waiting we need for look into the structure, waiting the government they put in place as in structure for then things and where they happen to them picking in a salon. It's very, very essential. Waiting and get in store, yes, like I've been saying, you know, Hands Off Our Girls is about advocacy, but waiting after that, they're waiting at the next step where we get for do for we girl child, where they get molested, where they get raped, na salon. Sensitization, very, very big right now and as much as any other time because now one of the best way for make we talk to the girl child or to the boy child. Let we say we get sensitization, then we they talk na the school. We they send people then at the school for go talk to the girl child, for go talk to the boy child. Let we begin for getting kind of our campaigns then. Let we enter inside our schools, like over here we get sex ed, right? So over there, I don't know if they don't start. I think some schools and we don't start study for talk about sex to the students. Then I know say they can feel very uncomfortable for that day, but this is something that they need to speak about. If they include this in the school program as a class where they need for they talk about, you know, that way certain things them about domestic violence and abuse, they self go understand, say, wait till they go on with them, now us, you know, good. So this is something where I need for talk out. Okay, the teacher then now, if they get a nurse or teacher, nurse go come inside the class and come explain it to them and tell them, say, anytime, any something like this, they happen. If you're able to speak to your parents, them, come to we go talk about it that way, because all the picking, most half of all the picking in a salon, they go school, free education, are not picking up or left behind house. So they go, they learn this in a school and they were able to talk to them and tell them waiting and they go through, then they can take the proper procedure after that day. Then if they don't feel comfortable enough for open up to them people them.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Jennifer. We got a question where somebody puts now Facebook chat line where I think that Adam and Mambu say, how can a year-old or a 3-year-old tell a mom what is going on? He said, pick you when a 1-year-old to 2-3-year-old. If anything like them bad they happen to him, some of them cannot be talking safe. How are you able to tell the parents them? But again, we go for ask again. Outside the parents today for monitor
when this they happen. Exactly. Now make you get for take care of you.
But picking that particular that tender age day, you parents have responsibility 100% for make sure say 24/7 you able to monitor and watch and know how you begin day.
Exactly.
But again, when the question talks about this is a very touching topic, because what will be they see even when we be small. You they see 2-3-year-old places just the parents can just step on me, they wander around. You know, all and I think say we need also for bring and come. Say parents say we go for be alert. Parents say we not go for be alert.
Yes.
For make sure say you begin 24/7 you look after her.
You get to pay attention to you picking. Yeah, Adama. I see you point on this. Obviously, 1-year-old picking sometimes not go able for tell you say somebody don't touch them, but them back now the way you deal with you picking. Like how we brother just say you get for be alert and you get for take care of you picking, not left you 1-year-old picking for the streets for take care of. Then nothing not gonna happen with that 1-year-old picking when not sabi for talk. Sometimes just like how we brother been say, he mentioned signs. You picking go there one way. It they play, it they get fun, it they laugh, it they joke, and then the next minute it don't stop all that day. Then they not enough for make you begin for watch for say, oh, what did they happen to me picking? And not go able for tell you, I don't know if it go able for show you signs or whatnot, but like I say, if you take care and watch you picking, you 1-year-old picking, how that they go possibly happen? If me, I always depend on that 1-year-old picking. How then they go possibly happen where man go able for kind and touch or rape that picking day? Obviously, if not rape to a 1-year-old picking, it go bleed on day. So that's one big sign where you go not say somebody don't touch me picking, because picking not for just bleed on day. If you get any funny sign like a damn day, first of all, take you picking at the hospital. Not to pass you picking begin for get fever. Even if there's sign that they get some kind of sign that where it too quiet. And now they talk again. Sometimes they feel pain at certain parts of the body, and then maybe where they lead to fever. Take them at the hospital. Get a picking the check.
Okay, thank you very much, Sister Jennifer. I mean, this is like what they say no more. This topic, this picking in past one, I believe say it touched the heart of all Sierra Leoneans wherever we did, because it really the picking. Beautiful picking, very bubbly, very, now the picking away where all man go like.
Disgusting, really.
It really is. And now we really need for ascertain the facts. I know say maybe the Udayagi from the daddy already don't come out and explain his story. So we hope for Yagi from the moment they said come out, they explain in your part. And we know say the police and say they don't get some people in custody. So they go speed up the investigation. But it's also important for many people saying a thorough investigation where we don't want all anybody no more just because we give them pressure, they talk about them, say, okay, no, just all anybody no more, just say that this one and this cause this one. No, what maybe say the person they all for this, not the real person. Let the people say that the real justice happen. You know, that could be said that the real justice where this speaking deserve. Again, this problem, we all know say, now problem whether they happen, where somehow, because of maybe we culture, we tradition them, we keep them at the background. And some people then believe them, maybe they will talk, say, they're not going to them picking one at school. Somebody tell them about mama and papa business, because that will make the picking curious. Because we get them, even in Europe, where parents them, genuinely out of you just believe, they take and say, well, if you go begin tell picking mama and papa business, picking when it's small, it can very, very curious. Wait till something, you want to find out.
You go start some.
They go begin start and say, oh, I want to find out. But we say, tell me, start see by waiting this. So how we able to relate this to the picking, because some people they say the parents them really now they for take this responsibility. How the authorities them go able to bring on this responsibility to the parents them and show them for the sign they for look for and tell them, say, listen, even your brother, even you uncle, even your grandpa, even your pikin, it can abuse your pikin. So nobody is excluded here. So how when I get for open to all team, if you meet you pikin, here and grandpa, you see grandpa uncle come on the same room. Not take and say no, grandpa just go put in, go take close for more this that. No, therefore ask key question and know why.
Yes.
So all things here, I believe saying will be contributing factors. But like you know, person where now so you have person where they work for a program where they want to not picking behind because we for treasure all we picking them.
Yes.
What if you say sorry, art organization they kuna, how na go able to contribute for help for fix this problem in our country?
Right now, we they run a campaign right now on behalf of Khadija and every other girl within a molest and rape in a salon. Sensitization need for be right now round the clock. I mean, even the parents them, because not to just the picking we get for talk to campaigns they need for get in line right now, all over salon right now. And a non-stop campaign them as well. Campaign and a form of sensitization them. But like how we brother say, when you see you picking come on out of the room with your brother or your uncle or any man, you call that picking to the side, you begin for ask and question. You need to start asking questions. For some reason, for the salon man feel uncomfortable for put a picking in that situation because it feel funny because you know one for feel say that they happen, but it not based on what you feel say for they happen and not they happen. Sometimes it they happen and because you know they ask the question, you know they talk to that picking they go continue they happen and I saw that man they go they get away with them. We need more sensitization for the parents them parents or guardians. We need for sensitize them. They want them where they their home, then foster care home, then where they over there. We need for sensitize them. We need for talk to them. We need for come in. We need for know the no see them. We need for know who that they take care of them picking them. We need for talk to the picking them right and wrong. If man touch you naya, if man touch you naya, you know fine. You get boku picking in a salon, they not get mama or papa. So they're going to be, they might be taken advantage of. They not even know say this waiting they happen with them is not right. So we get for sensitize them, we get for talk to them and teach them, we get for talk to the no see them and then program them, we get for really intervene. We get for really intervene and sensitizing the girl, the picking and where they na salon and the people them. Then parents then they hold a key part of this. They know they pay attention to the picking and some of the one the way they pay attention to them, they know they ask the right question them. Then they see certain signs and they go just say, how come you quiet so? What's happening? Then they just brush them off. But why you not go look deep into what to make you picking they behave this way now? Why all of a sudden they act out? Why all of a sudden it afraid for go to this person here us? Why all of a sudden own room in no one for enter inside? We got to begin for look at them signs there and teach the people then say these are the signs where you for look for in you picking, which you picking.
Okay, thank you very much again, once more again, Madam Jennifer, the other thing one can talk about, we know say most of the perpetrators, that the people that they do this crime. Now man them, although woman say can do any kind of crime here, but most of the perpetrators are man them. Now they do them TSU. So
Yes.
when they man them, where are you feel say who will contribute for help for fight against this problem?
You know, need for join we. Enough is enough. You know, back need for they join the campaign them. Not just silently they on the corner, you know, they allow them kind of a things they happen, you know, they go match with we. If they say match, go match with we. If they say campaign, join the campaign with we. You know, self get for teach you know girl picking them. Then can not just get for be mama get for teach a girl picking. You self demand for they teach the picking and then right and wrong. If man touch you now, come back and can't tell me, you know. Now then kind of ways then way man then can able for contribute towards waiting they go on with the girl child right now.
Okay, thank you very much. And again, like we are saying no more, all in crime here, most of the people they do them crime here, now man them. And they do the kind fearful thing here. And again, waiting go motivate a man, somebody for do something like this to angelic picking like that one day. Out of your own experience, what can cause the man and they can do? Waiting, if you don't come across people, the more they go get them. What's the motivation? What are they want? Why make they do that kind of here?
Some of them are sex addicts. You know, they get enough sex in the street. They get enough sex from your girlfriend. You see small picking, you look at it fine. You pass, you go there because you're addicted to sex. Some of them, man, then they're mentally ill and disturbed. Go tell me say somebody where they rape even baby, if they do it with all of his senses. You mentally ill, you disturbed, you self need help. You need for seek help. Some of them cases them demand them, then just they're unstable. Nobody in their right mind will be 70. You see 10-year-old picking at that age, they that kind of a difference that you want for sleep with her. You unstable. You unstable. You self, you need assistance, you need help. We therefore look at how man then they look woman. The respect. How man then they look woman. The principle, which is how are they treating women? Because if they treat woman then with respect, they're not going to rape woman. They will get respect for that woman, respect for that girl child. We get to look at all of that. Then I make woman empowerment be so big right now. Women are getting empowered to speak up and to do better, to rise up in society, because it's like they just they under demand them, and demand them don't they respect the woman them. So we get to look all their avenues them. These sexual addicted men or boys. Boy picking, you feel horny, you get your girlfriend, you know go sleep with them before then they pass, you take small baby. And even if you feel this kind of way, and I know this will feel uncomfortable for people then, but this is just a fact. Even if the boy child, they feel this kind of way, how come you're not able to suppress yourself? Other than you could be 19, 20, however old you, they sleep with you want for sleep with and rape a 5-year-old kid. It means say you're unstable. You know they see you on age attracted to pass you go to this small picking.
Okay, thank you very much again, Sister Jennifer. And one tell the people in our chat and thank you plenty. And I also want to remind you, say this program we call them Inside Salon today. This is an emergency broadcast because of this sad problem happening in our country. Because normally we can get broadcast every Saturday. But this one we just do an emergency because we need to talk about this topic. It's so important for all being council. Let know and let we all join hand together and fight against this scourge in our country. This is a scourge. We got to get rid of them completely. Not good at all for our country. And we all for team up together, like what the sister they say, and put say we join hand with the woman, the man, papa, brothers, all man, we all join hand together and fight this scourge and put on our country and stop and let this story happen at all. Because this really, we all they talk as yourself. Most of we plenty people are emotionally charged because when they see the picking video them and what's end up for this picking in life, you know, what's not able to describe them.
Yes.
Again, Sister Jennifer, people they say, then see how they happen. We don't know if the police them. They don't name plenty incidents in a Kenema, na Freetown, na Makeni, na all the incidents in the where bad they happen. Big people them. They let's say that they do them here, but the case them because them people and big people them the case all they go buff case. So nothing they happen. So now in the say I say another way that they make them they continue because if also get power or get connection, we get money, we get access, they do this thing a lot of it better. Then you know you don't set up waiting and other people and say go fix yourself. We say we get power, we get money, we get access, we get connection. For me, they said one. So what are you advice? So then people they persecute them people there. And what are the mechanism where the authorities will put in place for make sure say then case they are whenever they suspect them, they monitor, they investigate them thoroughly and whatever you be, then bring you to account.
Yes. And no matter who you be, whether you now in whichever high position where you will get na salon, rape is rape. It no matter. It needs to be dealt with to the fullest extent. When you compare a sister, when you compare woman go because of rape, because this big mania raper, you know, understand no. People that need for check into this. The police, that's left to the police force. Because they then get power over all that situation and where they go to the departments. And when the police they know they do waiting they're supposed for, you report the police. If I scream and holler to everybody in the police station for making them can't take police reports, this don't happen to me. And they don't do nothing. I get for report the whole police station. The whole police station. Because matters they're not going to go over there because you're not big man is going to be swept under because you get money. You're not going to able to pay me for short me months. No money, no day where you go able to pay me, where you don't take either my virginity or you don't take me right as a woman, where I don't tell you no. I don't tell you no, you continue, you rape me. I don't go and say, okay, this man, I don't do this. And because of your own status, enough for me. I think those people should be charged to the fullest extent, just in as much as anybody else. And then police them back for being prosecuted as well. I don't care if you know do them. If woman go to you, if woman go to your department and they say this person here now rape me, and you know one for take her into even want to take her into consideration, say if you go begin chastise the woman, so you know go put your hand there. Then now you not all forget this kind. Now you not all forget in trouble now, because it means say now you not all they be in this mania. We don't do this. We don't sometimes get for be let scot free because of a position or other it be in the country. That does not matter. It not forever matter how much money somebody gets. And the police they need to understand this because they play a key role to this. Now they're the forefront of any rape situation, any abuse, any domestic violence. Now the police them. So heaven forbid that they happen to me, I go to the police. Then you they turn me because you know once this person a name, you sabi it's too large na yeah. Then you know one for take control of this situation, yeah. For even do a police report, something is wrong somewhere. I need for report you the police, and you need for lose your job. That job is not meant for you.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Jennifer, as well. I think this will be part of the sensitization. I go sensitize the parents them. Because what you talk, so some parents, maybe they don't know the law, they're not going to know, say, hey, I go challenge police, so and go end up for all me, this, that, and go afraid. But I believe, say, as time they go along, when they sensitize them, when they tell them, say, this is on a right, if somebody, police, do so, when I get right for challenge them, go to the authority, because police have, then get police complaints, authority as well, they look at the police complaints them as well.
Yes.
So all I'm saying, the people can get for know and understand, say, this time and right, no need for afraid at all. But again, the department where they deal with the case they are, now the police, now special department where they call the Family Support Unit, FSU. Many people they say that particular unit saying that the police is it's not well resourced. They're not get better finance. They're not get better resources for handling case there, because the case are sometimes they can be very complex. They need a very thorough investigation. So if you not get the resources for do them, then police the way they do them, then they struggle, and they able the case. So you feel say waiting that the mechanism where really government will put on part and waiting the other Soriat organization will do for somehow team up really and bring them ways than they for handling TIA, because the only way when TIA go begin stop, now when people go begin prosecute people seriously and people begin see the consequences. Because if people they do TIA, nothing they happen to them, and then they become emboldened and they continue for them. So the people who are responsible for that are very, very important for this particular issue. So what you feel say, the authorities, the Soriat organization, international partners even go able to do for strengthening this family support unit for make sure so they get already they need already what it takes for able to prosecute a case there.
Well, we need for come together. We need for find out within they need, within are the tools where they need. If na donation, then where we get for give them. First of all, it go find for make we know who side and family support units them they. Hopefully every police station for get them by right. Every police station need a family support unit. And we as the organization them get for the team up with the government for make sure say if not proper supplies, if not proper help, whether it be food, whether it be any kind of thing, we get mandate to the family support units because we honor one. I don't believe say we're not just one man army, we're not just one grain voice with for Yeri. We where we go Yeri. Now everybody a voice. That means say everybody need for come together in unity for combat this. And the only way they go able for come together, and the only way where we go able for doing that, and if we come together and we help for support the family support units, then we're there around Sierra Leone. We get for fast mark outside and day. We get for see what they need, and we get for make suggestions on certain things then we feel best fit, where we go able for help the woman and picking them. We need assistance during them times then.
Okay, thank you very much, Sister Jennifer. Somebody writes now Facebook page where they comment say, he say we will not exhaust the investigation thoroughly yet, for now go establish the facts. Then he said, women then are enemies of themselves. He said, this case will don't come out. The woman, when at the mama, they don't castigate them, they don't talk all kinds of things against the woman, where they're not hearing your side it. When I make a try for talk, say, we not this platform, we're very careful what we they talk. So the investigation, we don't do thorough investigation, but some of the things we don't put them openly now the platform because we want very kind of the platform, we can collaborate them. We're able to get sober evidence behind them. And also, out of respect and sensitivity for the issue at hand here, we got to be careful not talk all the FF things they see or they hear in social media. And what you don't see now, what in the fact, what I make you watch out from that angle. The fact is that begin it not be there to the papa on your side, not to the mama on your side.
Yes.
So that there he can this effect can meet him. So for local accuse saying that the papa on your side get asked by this beginning the nice one, it go difficult for you for all say that. So they will only go with the fact as we see them now. Now this platform.
Exactly.
So Sister Jennifer, maybe you want to comment on that one as well?
Like how we brother don't say we're not going able for this a very sensitive. We're not able for just the comment and put the mama out there. No matter what anybody they say, because we know your own side. We even know your voice notes from the PA, but we don't know 100% safe if not the PA a voice, if not send that voice notes there. You sabi social media now, people then like for play a lot of games on social media for make something look like how it not be. And so it just there now. But we're not able for comment on the woman, the mama, but waiting how they say whether it left na the mama side or the pa side. It is our duty to take care of our children. Any child where they with you, it is your duty to take care of that child. Let's say you see one picking in a street, girl child or boy child, or you see picking a street and they do, but now your duty for tell that picking say, me picking, waiting you they do right, so no do and this way, or waiting they do enough fine, or do you not go to do them. It is our right. Now we the advocates for the picking them. So, you know, it really not matter to me which side, if not the mama side, this be happen. If not the pie side, this thing here happen. The fact was she was not being properly watched or taken care of. If she was, this would not have been happening to the sister then. So at this point, it really not even, for me, it really not even matter which side of the family even they. It's very unfortunate. I'm not able for comments, like I say, on the mama, because I not get a side of the story. I not get them. And even if it tell me story self, they tell you that for free. Even if that woman tell me story, but waiting being conspire with the man and why make he left the Peking to the people there, at the end of the day, the child was still not being watched. That's why this happened. Nobody with the eye open will sit down there and just left and so, unless you self unstable. So the baby was not being taken care of. I call her baby, she was only 5 years old. She was only 5. Are you not able to watch 5-year-old Peking? What are you able for watch now?
Okay, thank you very much, Sister Jennifer. Again, somebody comments again say, now born recently, big person here, let's say rape, they're not doing nothing, but waiting at this platform here, we're not able to make any allegation because we have to be very careful for go and let's say somebody do something, we'll not get the evidence. We're not able, now police go, then if people can get the evidence, I think say for pass them to the authority them and talk and the person in charge, they say no more. Nobody, there should be nobody in that country when they do that kind of thing. They, I like you get all kind of power. I like you that the president. I like you that the head of the army. Whatever who that you be, if you do them here, the law for all you. We people as a nation, we should
be charged the same way. The same way.
Because it's like the worst of the crime then.
Exactly.
You see, you go for Tinapa, Tranga one. Now, I believe say this now a watershed moment where most of we now, this don't wake we up. We all go can't Tinapa, we all go can't join with the woman they are already so you have to look for picking them. They also begin fetting here. Because this thing is not good for any country. And trust me, you know, one thing they always say, I say any country where the woman they punish, when they look after the woman, then country is not better. And not just look at the wall. All the country they suffer. Now country they not expect woman better. When they help the woman there, when they take care of the woman there, now then country out there they suffer.
Yes.
You see, the Western world go call them out all bad what they do, but we know say a woman they expect too much in terms of the law. Maybe you go get all kind of bad intention you want to do the woman, but you know say what that way do a bad day, the law go taking course. And we don't see big organization and we don't see that here. Like America, so government and call this Me Too movement. We don't see that for say, but come up abuse over the go home and over the talker. Now they talker. And then people they get prosecuted.
Yes.
You see, we don't see that big film mogul when are the big people in Hollywood. People like Harvey Weinstein. All the people that has been prosecuted. So this is the same thing I go for in our country. So I believe say ladies and gentlemen, all the viewers and listeners, now we continue for faith this faith. This is not good faith. This is not faith to all for come and join Anpa. Because today's time I'm other person picking, tomorrow I'm young picking, tomorrow or next man I'm young picking.
Heaven forbid.
So now we do something. For make sure anything not happen in our country. Medicine not take hold. And the woman, the mother, the sister, the auntie, who picking them, you know, who for all them precious in our country.
Yes.
And this suffering is too much. We shouldn't enough of happen at all. There's no excuse.
Respect need for them.
Respect need for them people there. So like what they say to the sister. I think so they round up now because we don't go up, we don't talk a little bit. We at this platform, we are always cautious of waiting when they talk, waiting when they put out there. Because what you do, write an investigation they go on. We don't want to compromise the investigation. We got to respect the rule of law as well. When they support the investigation, when they support people, when they protest, people only enough for this, people only talk for this, for make sure say they establish the facts. Like what the sister said, it no matter if that the man say yo, the woman say yo, whatever happened by this speaking is unacceptable.
It should never
and
happen.
We seek justice for this speaking 100%.
Yes.
So, Sister Jennifer, again, as we first for round up now, because the time now they come here small, we don't talk a lot about this TSO. From what we don't get her, we don't hear the audio where the woman sent to this Madam IJ where they look after the other big pikin. In relation to the big pikin, saying one the big pikin. We don't hear where Madam IJ responds to and say the pikin. Now you ain't a man the give me her. If I want to again, I contact him and now to come and ask me for the pikin. You got to do the proper process. So on that regard, because people they say maybe we don't look the human your side. Waiting somebody will get experience, but then can't see us so picking business, picking disputes between papa and mama for picking where the relationship don't go sour. You feel say maybe people they say okay the mama no one let the picking and come to America. You feel say because of the relationship goes sour one get anything for contribute, or maybe the mama sister the one part treat them not good. Get anything for contribute when they stop the picking go under, or maybe the mama feel say the picking for dinner Africa can be best for them because you know we don't know what's not the moment you're feeling in terms of the papa can go to picking in America. So you think say anything they wanna mitigating circumstances where you will feel say maybe because they play the women's advocate and go from the mama yet. Now the mama in your side, in your perspective of this particular issue as so.
I don't want to talk for this lady here because me not been there na issues. I don't know what thing happen, like I've been saying in the beginning. I don't know what thing happen between he and the man. I don't know why it be they stop the man, if indeed it be they stop him for make it take the picking them, because I not been there, we not been there. But with some woman them, depending on how the relationship stop or end, at times, yes, woman can use that to an advantage for keep the pikin away from the papa. That is a fact. That happens a lot. Sometimes the woman not like way, we or two go we own way, he still want the man back, the man don't want him back, he said they use the pikin now. So many reasons. Or sometimes if you notice something in the man where it not fit, look clean enough for a gal picking for go. You know, it's not as easy for just left gal picking with man. You know what I mean? You na woman, you born your own picking, and by rights, my brother, by rights, I talk to you now. Oh, that picking for one day with your mama. And sometimes if you for one day with your mama, this not for don't happen. Now woman gets picking. Now woman gets picking. Yes, the man he help and all that, then now your papa, you know, but now woman gets picking if for don't day with him. So if you not say you're not able to take care of her right now, then if we don't just allow the man for take the picking. Simple. Because if you before you left your picking a salon, just allow the man for take care of the picking. Now look what happened, because you know the day for be able for properly pay attention. Nobody not go able for pay the kind of attention where mama go need for pay attention to a picking. So if we don't deal with the mama. But as of waiting they go on with the pa and the woman, we not been there. We not able to comment. But yes, woman them at times, like I say, can be bitter towards the breaking up of a relationship, but we don't know if that is not the reason why I cannot put her out there as a woman. I have to put myself in this situation. We are all different. We all get different scenarios where they go on our life. So me don't know your scenario with this man for say this is why. But it is possible, yes, woman can use that to an advantage for say the relationship end. That is it with you and the picking as well. That is possible. It can happen.
Okay, thank you again once more, Sister Jennifer. You don't clarify that very, very well. And it's also important for us to establish the mama not the salon, the papa not the salon. So I don't think anybody that try for apportion blame for the mama. All man no say the mama like him picking. Well, equally so, no say the papa like the picking. Now, what do they try for establish now? What do they try for talk about? Now, what happen to this picking so? Obviously, the pikin be there to the mama in Fambule, in sister. So, what's happen from that side? Now more established. I'm not feel say anybody in this platform, they blame anybody it. Now make very, very careful what they put on this platform, because what you do, we need for establish say this is not complete fact. The only thing we take could be in, the only thing we shock we now the autopsy report we don't get. Where the pikin, according to the doctor, we don't do the postmortem panel, say the pikin die of asphyxiation, that a manual strangulation, that the person strangle somebody manually, and also vaginal and anal dilation. So that means say both in which parts them it gets tampered with, and this cause in die one. So this is very, very horrific, very, very horrific. And I believe say anybody will get, they touch everybody in art. Everybody. It's so sad. Even when they talk, I want to talk, one bring kind of shock out for me. It go shock people. Let people know what happened. Even the autopsy reports, now it make a decide for read them out, because let people know how serious this thing is. This begins suffer seriously according to these reports. So what will they try for? They apportion blame to nobody now. And even when they urge the authorities and say, do you make a proper investigation for this case? We don't want no more, because we all outraged, we all angry, we all sad, we all emotional. So that all anybody now say, okay, I need this. I go look and say, no, we don't want that.
Yes.
We want them to establish the fact thoroughly. Yes. Now we know the facts, the culprits, if them can come to bear. Now that's what they try for talk and do on this platform. Again, Sister Jennifer, as we can round up now, I want to come give you the last word. Sister Jennifer, we do so today. Now, in the CEO and founder of No Child Left Behind initiative in the salon. He also gets a foundation when they call Jennifer Thompson Foundation, where they help for empower women in the salon. And time go for the camp, go for the talk about that particular foundation, now this platform, because the sister they do a lot for helping company women then, for help God picking them in that country, for the support and they bring kind of awareness back to the society. Many say they know. It's very, very important for us to do that. We don't say we country, there are many, many challenges. We already know that's why all people in the salon, the world for joining together and try for do we best for help we save. You know, like you say, charity begins at home. So now we say second for begin help we save. We don't expect people on the find they help you small. But we say don't think that thing on the help we save. They can help you now, we'll be able to push go forward. Again, Sister Jennifer, I want to make you give your conclusion and your advice to society, to the nation, to salon, in relation to the horrific crime that already happened in our country. So you get the last word, my sister.
Before we wrap up, I just want to encourage my sister then and my brother then for continue for stand against rape. Let we begin for teach we picking them. This is an eye opener for say, let we know go the race we picking them. They don't understand waiting they go on at the world. They need for know. They need for properly understand. Say if man touch you naya, if your uncle or somebody call you na corner, no go there. Let we begin for watch the signs them, which we picking them. Signs of in whichever way or manner, however you picking, look they work out funny, they work out different, or if you just quiet, if you look cold, we need for look into them signs them. We need for take care of we picking them. I understand it say take a village, it takes a village to raise a child. Well, not all man then at that village there. You need for take time, which order you the left you picking with. Where they left you gal picking just any say oh usai to you famble. If you left and they make sure say man no daddy. If even you not get no choice, you get for talk to the one the way they left them to for make them not ever pull the yipa you picking. And if they're not able for watch that picking day, then now you get for take care of your responsibility. Now you born that picking day. Mama na one. Do ya let we take better care and responsibility of we picking them. We can do better. And let we all hold hand in this fight here. We all not activists. Whether na you na mano, whether na you na umano, we need for come together as one. We need for speak up against this sexual disaster where they go on a salon. It's disgusting. And unless we all stand up together, hand in hand, we demand them. Hand in hand, not so just the woman for the Tinape match or the woman for, no, the man then get for join with this. Let we all stand up in unity and fight against rape, domestic violence, and abuse. It is wrong. The time is now where we say enough is enough. We don't tire for your reading stories and waiting to sleep with 4-year-old Pekin, 3-year-old Pekin, 2-year-old Pekin. Pekin when not they even reach 5 months old, man, they rape them. This is not right. Let we look into this. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Sister Jennifer Thompson. We deal with me today. We don't help you for look into this issue. Now the Soriat people there where so they help small girl can country and then compliment them. We tell you thank you plenty on this platform. And this platform don't can today. We don't can look the key aspects in this particular sad story also. We don't know say the Pekin then can go na church ram na dead on arrival so if you don't die. And we don't explain to una what's at the policy. In fact, in triage for see the Pekin at door they can do one. So that it not go inside church cam and record because church cam they have for protecting record. That's not other story back for another time. We also don't come and explain the pathology, what's it called, the post-mortem report. We don't come on an authentic one from the doctor and Dr. Owis. We don't tell what to make this Pekin die. We don't establish that is a fact. Yeah. We not say the Pekin be there with a mama and family in a salon. That is a fact. We not apportion blame to the mama then in England, the papa then in America. They not be dead. We not apportion blame to any individual in Ayasu. What do they come look for? Now for can look after this Pekin for make sure say justice happen for this Pekin. So I believe say we don't try for cover the issue as objectively as possible and as respectful as possible. Then the sensitivity where the issue deserve, we don't get them to that issue there. So now again, as for roundup, we tell all the listeners and the viewers on our platform, thank you for the take the time and join with and they will tweet you and share the video. And also people again for look this video, and share the video, let people see an objective view in relation to this matter. Maybe the people in authority self go down here give some of the advice and say what the sister don't can give, they self go able look into that advice and maybe and take them into consideration. Then again, would they call on the authority again? They don't call on the authority, so many do the due diligence, do a proper and thorough investigation, and for me to establish the facts. Man will not get foregone conclusion and say, oh no, that this time do, that this time do. I'm no, we are not patient, but I'll still highlight the issue. People who demonstrate for this issue will tell them thank you because they highlight the issue. The issue don't go up. You know, again, all over Africa, and now plenty selling at the world. So this is good. And now we get the question of not get rid of this culture we country. Domestic violence, rape, paedophilia, all them bad crime they are so. Make the man they understand say this is a bad crime. They don't partner with the woman them. Because now they want to compete man, if we suspect them say they do them here, now we fight enough also and prosecute them. Now we begin watch we safe. Now prosecuting them. Not see somebody is saying girlfriend, I want 12-year-old, 13-year-old picking, not a girlfriend, I want you. That picking not get consent. And let the police say, let me you go safe. You go do that anything a rape. And a pedophilia, not for do that. So all let's say, don't raise your voice, don't look into them. And don't make sure so we stop in our country. Again, I want to thank you plenty. This program, we bring on this particular issue to us. So today, we call them Inside Salon today. Like we say, we regularly get program on a Saturday. But because of the emergency and the importance of this issue, and I make we come with them today. So they tell me again, thank you. When I take una time off on a busy schedule for watch with here. They tell me thank you. Una tata, una bye-bye. Thank you very much, Sister Jennifer. And
no problem.
We look forward for welcome you another time again. And also viewers, una watch out for Saturday or they bring us something new and important in terms of salon. Una bye-bye.